talk about in Scheme is numbers, okay? And we're going to talk about circles of evaluation. So what a circle of evaluation is, let's talk about these. It's a circle, and whatever I put into the circle evaluates to something. So it's kind of like, this is the computer, and something comes into the computer, and the answer comes out. So if I put the number 4 in the circle of evaluation, what does that evaluate to?
4.
A 4. Very good. Okay, so if I put a number in the circle of evaluation, a circle comes out. And we're going to see that in Scheme, if you type in the number 4, you're going to get back the number 4. Okay? Okay, now, what if I put something in my circle like this?
You get back 9.
Okay, you think that I get back 9 because there's a plus, there's a 4, and there's a 5. So probably this is going to evaluate to 9, right? Okay, well what if I put in something like this? Let's think.
You'll get back nothing.
That's right. Okay, now remember that's a multiplication, that's an addition, 4, 5, 6 plus star. What do you think I'll get back? Really? Because I can think of
9 times 6.
many ways to evaluate this. There's nothing that's telling me what order to evaluate. I could go 4 plus 5 times 6. I could go 5 plus 6 times 4. I could go, what else? 6 times 4 plus 5.
Is it the reference?
These two are the same, but I did it in different order. Okay? And then we do know that, well, and we don't know what the order of operations is. We have no order of operations, we're going to say. Okay? So I need a way to organize my circle of evaluation. Okay? So the way that I organize my circle of evaluation is I draw it like this. Okay? I'm always going to evaluate whatever is on the left first, and then I'm going to evaluate whatever's on the right. And I'm always going to put the operation I'm doing in the top with a line. Okay? So if I do something like this, now, how do you think I'm going to evaluate this? I'm going to have 4 plus 5 that I'm going to evaluate, and I'm going to have multiply that by 6. Okay? So now it told me exactly the order of operations, and it told me exactly what I'm doing, and it's not jumbled up. Okay? So, I can then very easily turn this into Scheme code. Okay? Now in Scheme, you always have everything in parentheses. You always put the name of the function first, and then you put the things that that function works on separated by spaces. Okay? So this is saying I'm going to add 4 and 5.
You said the spaces, I'm sorry, what'd you say about the spaces?
You always put spaces, so it'll be parentheses plus space, 4 space,
okay.
5 parentheses.
Okay.
Okay? Now I can easily turn a circle of evaluation into Scheme code, because if you look at the circle, it kind of looks like parentheses. Okay? So I would take here, I would do a parentheses, and I would first have to get my operation, or my function, so I would put a star, okay, and I always go left to right, so I would put a 6. And here I have another circle, so I need another parentheses, I put my function, which is a plus, a 4 and a 5, and then I have to close that parentheses and close that parentheses. Okay, so this is the scheme code for multiplying 6 times 4 plus 5. Okay, and there are, in your workbook, on page 4, there are 4 problems. And what I want you to do, okay, and it says bracket code, but it's the same as scheme code. Whenever you see bracket, scheme, they're the same thing. So I want everyone to draw a circle of evaluation and the code for each of these, and then I'm going to have 4 people get up and do them on the board. Okay, so I'll give you a few minutes, see what you can come up with. Or should we do one more together? Let's do one more together. What do you think? Or do you think you can just do it? I can do it. Okay, you guys do it.
Can you make a division sign?
Slash. Backslash.
It's this way. Wait, it's that way. Yeah. Why am I having trouble? It's a back, it's a slash. This is the pen I was touching, so I won't make you guys touch it. Okay. Are we all done yet? Okay, so who wants to do the first one? Okay, Shauna? Go up and do it. Who wants to do the second one? If you don't volunteer, I will pick someone.
I'll second.
Okay, who wants to do the third one? Okay, and then you do the fourth one. You guys can just all get up and do them at the same time, and then we'll go over each of them. Yeah, draw the circle of evaluation and the scheme code for the one that we do. And then we'll go over it and go through it and make sure you did it right. Okay, so what do we have? So she drew her multiplication up at the top and a 5 and a 10, and then she turned it into scheme code, putting the function here and the 5 and the 10. Very good. Okay, here, did the plus first, the 8 over here, then the multiplication with a 5 and a 10, and turn it into the code with a plus 8 and then a multiplied 5, 10, and all those parentheses. Very good. Did everyone get these answers? Okay, here, minus has to be what we do at the top. And then you have the two different sides with the plus and the multiplication. And we turn it into scheme code. And it says minus, paren, plus 8, 2, paren, times 5, 10, paren. Did you all get that? Yeah? Okay, and then here, the division is up here. We have a multiplication and a subtraction. So it's paren division, paren multiplication, 5, 10, and then paren minus 8, 2, and 2 parens. Everyone got that? Okay, very good. So we will review circles of evaluation and train them into scheme code at the beginning of the lab next time, so hopefully you will remember it. Okay, so now, everybody, turn on your computers.
Start your engine.
Let's go to a blank. We're gonna go into Canvas. Go to the blank scheme. And then maybe turn one of the lights off.
Which one?
I don't know, let's see. Oh, whoops. How's that? That's good.
Okay, I think I got it.
I want you to log in. Go to modules. Go to the lab. And we're going to pull up a blank, the open editor. This first one here. Okay, is everyone up yet? Okay, we'll wait until everyone's here.
go to the open editor?
Go to the open editor.
Okay, thank you.
So go into modules, go to Bootstrap lesson 1, open editor.
Okay.
Okay, we're not gonna worry about the definitions window right now, we're just gonna be down in the interactions. Okay? So, remember how, I said if you type in a 4, you'll get a 4? So if I type in 4, enter, that's exactly what I get back. Okay? I type in 35, I get back a 35, because a 35 evaluates 35. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're going to try typing in some of this code. So what's the first one we have? So you have to put the parentheses, star 5, 10, and what do you think it's gonna evaluate to? 50, and sure enough it does.
Uh-oh. What did I do wrong?
Okay, then you can type in the next one. What do we think it's gonna evaluate to?
How did I get by 10? What did I do wrong? Oh, maybe because I wrong. Wait,
No.
how do I clear it? I shouldn't clear it. Oh, I see.
Okay, you can do the other ones too. I think I did something wrong. No, I didn't. Did y'all get negative 40?
Minus one.
That's negative 40.
And
Right.
8.3.
Oh, I haven't done the other one.
No.
8.3. Okay? So that's how that works. So now, you guys are gonna go back to the Bootstrap lesson 1. You're going to, click on this, template. And you're only gonna fill in the beginning things, the my game, the color, and then you're gonna turn what's in all of these things into that bitmap URL, find pictures. So kind of decide maybe a theme for your game and find pictures that relate to that theme. And what you want to be the player, what you want to be the target, what you want to be the danger, and then the background. So, yeah,
Did we need to save the math stuff
No.
we just did? Okay.
we don't need to save the stuff that we just did. But you will have to save this. Okay? So, and then if you need to scale stuff, you just do it like I showed you. So that's what we're doing here, during OS. And then try running it. So once you have that done, show it to me, and then you can go. And if you decide to change your pictures later, you can. So.
So.
Can I show you the logic
Yeah.
gates thing? If you open up the logic gate editor.
So backward.
Oh,
Okay,
So.
was this, what was this? That one. You're trying to get, did you already do all the, did you put all those into Steam? Did you do that part? Why are we gonna just, that's really strange. This isn't.
what color schemes do we have to work with?
Oh, name a color. You have it.
So like rust is,
It probably knows it.
okay.
Chartreuse.
Uh,
This is weird.
Oops.
That's really weird.
Okay, myself up.
Someone else was able to.
Okay, how am I going to?
Yes.
Get back to it.
Something on this computer, or something.
Oh, I see.
This thing is weird. Okay, well, the,
Yeah, try that.
this is not okay. Let's close. Okay. Let me see what happens if I just close it. Let's see.
The player is what I'm giving image, right? Is it
Mhm.
the player?
All three of the things you're gonna
You
do
can do
image
the
for
actual
whatever
image.
you want. That's-
Okay. So I need to go find them.
You didn't have this problem? No, let's see what happens if we look at the other one.
Oh.
Something on here. Try a different computer. I don't know what. Yeah, or you guys can switch places, or switch places or something. You have to try to get to the actual picture, because otherwise this is the whole page. So you have to try to find, you have to make sure you get just the picture for the URL like I did, you know, just the picture on the page where it's stored. Otherwise, it's gonna be a whole page.
Oh, these are right.
Oh,
So,
so you need to search for the,
We can't download it, it has to be online.
yes. That's down.
so it would be bitmap forward slash
Okay.
URL.
So,
Forward slash
Um,
URL.
okay, so suppose you take this, how do you, okay, so I do that, and then, you
I have another question.
Yes.
So with our images, like let's say like this, can I like crop this? And then put after it
Only if you can,
Oh, it has to be in parentheses.
in like,
like where it is. Yeah, that would, you won't
so
be
how do
able
we
to.
make, cause this is gonna be in between the box,
Right.
right? So it's gonna be like my
So
background,
you might wanna find a
like
big
in the box.
picture. Or if that's your back, is that your background?
No, that's my
Right.
enemy or whatever it
Yeah,
is.
you might wanna find another picture. It's a great picture, but,
Okay,
you
yeah,
know,
I
try to
see.
find something that doesn't have that big huge box around.
Alright,
Oh, this one's working.
So,
Okay, so did you type in all of those, just to check them out down here? In the interaction program, so that's where.
It's
Type in these, or
Right.
just see what,
URL.
hit enter after each one, and see how it works.
P.
so if we choose like like one of the white background, it'll still show up white. So it's like whatever it is, will show up. Like we, like if I did a black background, it would matter. On this one,
Yeah.
if I'm on the black,
Yeah.
that's only, cause they, like with the
And
cat,
then you
they
make
had
it-
it, like an image, like a scene.
Right, because they were, they do it, they were able to do that, we're not able to do that.
Alright, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Whoa,
Isn't it?
wait, what is all, it's really all of that?
Yeah, that's what we want, yeah. I know.
I wonder if you could find a shorter,
Oh, this is very cute.
that's where you would put it.
It's just
I mean,
Uh,
how do I put?
Is stars.
No, this one's one.
How do I change the size
Actually, this one.
now?
Oh my gosh, totally looks like that. Oh. Christmas picture.
Okay, so then you change this, oops. You do that, scale XY, it's also right here,
So,
so now you would do this, you do scale /XY, and then numbers to scale it down, and then you put all the bitmaps.
That's kind of.
Oh,
Okay. It's just crazy.
Let's see what it is.
Yeah, you can run it, and see what happens.
That looks like Jordan, that looks like similar to the, that, I'm
Maybe
reading
it's a little
with
that.
my nephew's, female.
I'm not sure about this here.
So now you would have to find, if you want this, then you'd wanna go to view original image,
Okay,
and now that you could take the link of.
okay. Now, but I have one of the pictures in there of the player, cause I knew what I was looking for,
Yep.
but I don't, it's not coming up. It tells me that I have,
Cause you're missing the parentheses right here. So you have one parenthesis, if you, this parentheses needs
Yeah.
to match one, and this one needs to match one.
oh, so I'm, okay.
You're missing a paren at the back end. And look, it even tells you that they match right there. Okay, now try
Okay.
running it, except that
I need to
you
put
need a
this in there
parentheses
now.
in there, yeah. You need to fix all that.
And then I need to also put the bitmaps / URL in there, right? Same
Yes,
as I did
yes,
here.
you need to put that in. And then double quote. And a double quote over here too, yeah. So now run it and see how it looks. So after you get each picture, you should run it. Okay, so you have a bunny, and now you need to make that's not your background, right?
No, no.
So you
the
need to make that
button-
one a lot smaller,
A
because we
lot
can't even
smaller.
see your background.
Right.
And that's where you're gonna do,
Oh, doing just
you
like
need to
this.
close that,
Okay.
yeah. Now, that's where you're gonna do that scale.
Okay.
So let's see, any other students?
And the scale would be inside the quotes, right? Let me look here. Let me look at my scale. Scale. Oh, okay, it's another quote, right? So scale. Um, scale,
Wait,
Okay.
X/Y.
Because you have closing parentheses right there, that shouldn't be there. Slash X Y? It
Slash
should be
XY?
at the end. Yep.
XY. XY.
Um,
What, no, what did you say? Slash XY?
I think it's scale slash X.
Okay, thank you.
2, 3.
Up D.
And this, and then, what does that look?
Well, try it.
Oh,
Oh, you need to put numbers in there. Scale
Yeah.
X, Y, and then you need 2 numbers. And start with, I don't know, it was really big, so
Yeah,
0.3 maybe?
0.3, and then
And
space 0.3.
Yep. Try that. That'd be 30% small, or
Oh, you know, I need another,
Over here.
another one.
Yep. every time you put in a paren,
You
you
gotta
put
have
in another
another
one.
matching one.
Yes.
Oh, well, wait a minute.
Now you have the same picture for your background and for
Huh,
your,
I wonder if it kept that same image when,
you didn't copy paste right.
I probably didn't. Nope, it does have freckles.
Yeah, so now you have to find your other one.
Got it. I'm on it.
So, turns out that the light
No, look at that. How'd you do that?
It's just, this is the image.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'll find another one.
And then when I ran, it was blended in.
Oh,
So it turned
very
out
good.
that,
That's really nice. So I don't know if your asteroid would work.
If it was white on there.
If it was
black
white, I
after.
mean, that works.
It
It's a little
works.
small. You can make it a little bigger, and
Yeah.
it, you know, it really doesn't matter.
Okay.
But
And then I saw that you were, we can rotate these.
yes, we're gonna learn how to do that later. So
just
Next
leave it?
week, so just leave it for now.
Okay.
But next week, we'll learn how to rotate, and then you can go back in and rotate your images if you want. Unless you wanna try it, you can try it. I gave you sort of the definition, but you probably don't wanna try it. So I might not move these. You're gonna be moving them around later, right now it doesn't matter. And if you run it again, you'll see they come up in a different spot. But they're supposed to start at like a random spot. Oh, there, that started in a different spot. So is this your, you might wanna make that a little smaller, only because,
Oh, where's my picture go? And that's just
Yeah, now,
one.
before you leave, you have to copy and paste all the stuff in here to a file. And put it on your flash drive and take it home. Copy and paste the entire thing, because that's what we're gonna be working from now on.
Wow, that's a big picture.
I think that was one.
Copy. Paste.
I know, I told you I was just a person. This has to be
Run.
scale slash XY all the way down.
Why aren't you running? Oh my goodness, wow, that was way too. He's in the sky. Well, he's in the trees anyway.
You don't, you just show me,
Okay,
and then you have to save, make sure you save it in a
alright, how
file
do I do
somewhere,
this?
all the code. You have to
60
copy
by
paste it.
40, I guess.
And then next time, you will recopy it back into, that's all you need to do. It's an ongoing
10 points for.
X, Y,
Yeah, the whole thing when you're done will be worth
640.
So,
points.
do you want us to
By
keep our individual Word documents like separate, or can we
No.
replace them?
Yeah, you'll be replacing it every time.
Bitmap and
So-
then in.
I'll be seeing all the work in your workbook, and then I'll see the finished product, and I'll see that you've done anything at the end. And then you'll just get one score at the end,
Okay.
okay?
I don't know about that one. What happened?
Next week, I am giving you a different lab though, that just has you do some stuff in Scheme that's not related to this. Yeah, you're missing some parentheses. You should not have parentheses in front of the H2.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
But
A to close. A to close. So,
And you might wanna make those a little smaller, because you can't manipulate them when they're that big. So they need to be little.
define background.
Whoa! Dangerous. That's obviously your
That's the
bad
answer.
thing.
Yeah.
Huh. What am I doing wrong?
Yeah, so this, when we work on this project, you won't be turning things into me, you'll just be keep holding on to everything and turning it all in at the end. Okay?
Is there a way
Make sure you bring your workbook next, every
So
class.
define,
What?
define.
is there a way to grab just like the puppy from the image?
No. Some images it works, that people, how? Oh.
You can find one with PNG or GIF, or you can Photoshop it.
Oh, if it's a GIF or a,
GIF?
yeah.
Why isn't it
Sometimes.
coming
They
up?
don't always already have it
Why
cropped out.
isn't it
that way.
coming up anymore?
It's just all with this.
And then I need to try to find a page that's
What's
like.
that?
Yeah, I'm not sure, try going back and rerunning.
Well, what
That's a
size
good one.
did you make your
Okay, so-
background?
This should be okay.
Yeah, and you can always.
With the background, I just type in
Cute.
what I did
Fresh
wrong,
and fresh.
so I didn't put them in the wrong
Very
places.
Is that kind of what we want?
That is what you want,
Well,
but you need to change.
but your background would be the whole back of it, right? But
This is what mine looks like.
I had it way too big.
Well, the whole back of it doesn't matter if it's really
Well,
big. I
yeah,
think.
the background, if your background is bigger than the game, you're gonna see that it causes problems later.
So should I pick a different background then?
Can you make the background smaller?
Well, I was trying to.
With the scale?
I
No,
had-
you would scale it down a percentage. It's a
Oh.
percentage, so it has to be a decimal place something.
Oh.
So maybe 50 and 50% smaller. So
Oh,
you'd say
0.5.
0.5,
Yeah.
since it's so huge.
Yeah, it's still too big, because
Still too
really
big.
the lawn is where I want. I want more of
Oh.
the lawn than anything else.
You might want to find a different picture. If
Yeah.
you want it just to be
Yes.
grass, you need to maybe just
Yeah,
find a
yeah, yeah.
picture of grass or,
Okay.
yeah.
Mm,
Oh, yeah. And did you go to the original image?
yeah, yes, I did, like you
did.
showed me.
Yeah.
This
So
is
like
the one
that
I
one.
originally had.
Okay, so try that one.
Oh, I guess we could turn the camera off.
Oh, yeah, you probably can by now at this point.